Whole life carbon assessment, paving the way for global sustainable construction. As global efforts to combat climate change intensify, the built environment will play a crucial role in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. These emissions include carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, which, when released into our atmosphere, trap the sun's radiation and in turn warm and alter our planet rapidly. A whole life carbon assessment is a comprehensive approach that evaluates the emissions of buildings throughout their entire life cycle. A vital tool to help us design and build a more sustainable future. These assessments consider emissions at every stage of a building's life, from raw material extraction and construction, through the operational phase, and ultimately demolition or reuse. By assessing both embodied carbon from materials and construction and operational carbon from energy use during a building's lifetime, these assessments provide a comprehensive view of a building's total carbon footprint. This holistic approach helps identify where carbon can be minimised, leading to smarter, greener buildings worldwide. Through whole life carbon assessments, project teams can make informed decisions early in the design phase, choosing materials that produce fewer emissions, designing buildings to use energy more efficiently, and planning for adaptability and reuse to extend the building's lifespan. Additionally, designing for durability and resilience ensures buildings last longer, reducing the need for carbon-intensive repairs and replacements. Another important aspect tied to whole life carbon is the circular economy, encouraging the reuse of materials, reducing waste, and extending the life of buildings reduces the need for new raw materials, cutting down on carbon emissions associated with construction. Circular economy statements are increasingly required, aligning with whole life carbon strategies in countries worldwide. Around the globe, innovative building projects are embracing whole life carbon assessments and circular economy principles to drive down emissions. Other global initiatives, like the EU's Levels framework and various national green building programs, reflect a growing international commitment. Tools such as BREEAM and LEED provide internationally recognised frameworks for carrying out these assessments, while professional bodies like RICS set out methodologies for accurately calculating and reporting whole life carbon impacts. Sweden's use of modular construction, Singapore's adoption of sustainable office designs, and Brazil's low-carbon residential projects all highlight how different regions are stepping up to reduce their construction-related carbon footprints. Collaborating across borders, sharing knowledge, and adopting best practices are essential to making a meaningful impact. As more governments, developers, and architects embrace whole life carbon assessments, we move closer to a global standard for sustainable construction. Ultimately, whole life carbon assessments are a powerful tool for reducing the environmental impact of construction. They allow us to plan, design, and build for a sustainable future, where buildings are not just functional, but also environmentally responsible. With a growing international focus on whole life carbon assessments, the path to sustainable, low carbon construction is clearer than ever. Sustainability is no longer just a future goal, but instead something to be embodied in our present with every action and decision. Learn more about whole life carbon assessments and how they are transforming the construction industry at wholelifecarbon.com.